And now, WWE presents Night of Champions.
Hello everybody and welcome back to WWE 12 Universe. My name is Jitch and this is Night of Champions. What a royal intro that was. That music. A little corny, but it did the trick. Night of Champions kicking off, first things first. WWE Tag Team titles on the line. What better way to start the show? Gotta get those tag titles out quick, because you know they take the longest. Some big matches coming your way at Night of Champions. We've got 8 title matches tonight. We've got all 4 main titles on both brands.
Approaching the ring at a combined weight of 485 pounds, they are the WWE Tag Team Champions, Triple H and Shawn Michaels, D-Generation X.
That's right, both the WWE Tag Team and the World Tag Team titles on the line, as well as, of course, the Intercontinental and the United States, as well as, of course, the Divas and the Women's Championships, as well as, of course, the World Heavyweight and WWE Championships. 8 championship matches tonight at Night of Champions, hence the name Night of Champions, a brand new concept we've just made up, where we're going to try to make sure that every title's on the line, but we've got to make it not as big as WrestleMania, so we leave out the lesser titles. The Hardcore Cruiserweight and ECW Championships are not defended at Night of Champions, despite the name. Bigger than SummerSlam, bigger than Survivor Series, the only show to get 8 matches.
Introducing the challengers, John Morrison and The Miz.
This match, of course, came to be a couple weeks ago on SmackDown when The Miz and Morrison beat their former allies, Zack Ryder and Alex Riley, in a contenders match for the WWE Tag Team Championships. The Miz has been going through a real change of heart lately. He's been really fixing himself up, trying to be a good boy. He insists that he will not betray Stone Cold Steve Austin and cash in the Money in the Bank briefcase on Austin for as long as Austin is champion. It's fair game once Austin drops the championship, but he's not going to have respect for Austin. And to be fair, he's had Austin's back on many occasions. He's not attacked Austin. He's saved Austin from attacks. He's been pretty true to his word. I mean, he hasn't dared step foot in the ring with Vader since Vader picked Austin, but you know, except for that, he's been very close with Stone Cold Steve Austin. He hasn't gone against his word. Tonight, he's obviously focused on becoming WWE Tag Team Champions with John Morrison. John Morrison has not undergone the same changes that The Miz has. He is still behaving exactly as you'd expect John Morrison to. So, they've been a bit of an interesting combination just lately. We got some last-minute changes, as is to be expected at Night of Champions, you know, the legendary show. We're going to be seeing the World Tag Team titles defended tonight. We've been told by Mr. McMahon that apparently the tag team match between CM Punk and Kane that happened on Raw this Monday is kind of like, I don't really know how to explain it. It's like a segue to tonight's World Tag Team title match. You see, the winner of that tag team match was the one between the two that will go on to Night of Champions to defend the World Tag Team Championship alone against the United Kingdom. So what he's implying is that had Kane won against CM Punk with Mason Ryan, then Kane would have fought, I believe it's Drew McIntyre and Sheamus that are getting the rematch tonight. I know that the United Kingdom has multiple members. There's been some people saying that they should utilize that to maybe preserve Sheamus, but Sheamus insists he wants his World Tag Team Championship back. But yeah, we're being told that basically CM Punk won the right to fight for the World Tag Team Championship tonight. Should he be able to beat Drew McIntyre and Sheamus in that handicap match and keep his World Tag Team Championship, CM Punk can then come out on Raw tomorrow night and announce whoever he wants as his Tag Team Championship partner. He can continue to force Kane to team with him, or he can get anyone else on the Raw roster as his World Tag Team Championship partner. All he's got to do is make it through the United Kingdom later on tonight in that handicap match. But no matter if he's got a partner figured out or not, they are not to set foot at the ringside or set foot in that match at any given point. Punk must first earn the right to pick whoever he wants, as he is handing a title to someone. So basically, Kane's half of the tag team titles is vacated. In the record books, he'll still be recognized as champion until the end of tonight, whether they win or lose. Thank goodness. I do hate me a Kane championship entrance copyright claim. We've also got one very minor change coming up later on tonight. I'm going to keep you in suspense about that one, and I'm going to wait until right before the match to roll the footage on why one championship match tonight has been changed. You're not going to know why until I say you can see the footage. Of course, still to come tonight from SmackDown, we can look forward to Tyson Kidd versus Rey Mysterio for the Intercontinental Championship, a match that's sure to be a great match. Hopefully no involvement from the crew, Booker T, Mark Henry, R-Truth, and John Cena, who have not left Rey Mysterio or Tyson Kidd alone, to the point where now R-Truth is holding Tyson Kidd's Cruiserweight Championship. Morrison is really letting the team down right now.
The damage to the torso, all the pain that's been dealt, appears to have finally taken its toll.
DX are in very firm control of this tag team match.
Drop down face first on the turnbuckle.
There you go. An uppercut might be all he needed to turn things around, or just get out of the match. I guess that makes sense. He's looking a little hurt there. The feeling out process. Who's gonna maintain gain advantage and maintain control? I always get that line wrong somehow. Always find a way to screw it up.
Anybody else in the WWE? And the Miz connects with the right. And there's a
Over to the Miz and Morrison's corner as the momentum in this one is shifted. If Miz wins tonight, he'll be the first ever 3-time WWE Tag Team Champion, a record that he would be beating all on his own as the current only man to hold that title twice. For those that don't know what I'm talking about, he was initially the inaugural champion with name I cannot say, as he is working for another company right now, and the Big Show, as he shifted partners halfway through his reign. But after losing the tag team titles, Alex Riley and Zack Ryder won them back. Riley got injured and The Miz stepped in as the replacement for Riley, which made him a 2-time tag team champion. The Miz looking to capture his 3rd tag team title tonight, which would also be John Morrison's first, keeping him as the only man to have ever held the tag team titles more than once. Kind of nuts. Guy will have had literally 4 different tag team championship partners across 3 different reigns. Not to mention he's the longest reigning Intercontinental Champion of all time. Yeah, I'd say The Miz has been off to a pretty great start as a member of the SmackDown roster. Shawn Michaels able to get back to his feet as John Morrison left a bit of an opening there when he went over to The Miz's corner. Oh, no. Back in control. Shawn Michaels and John Morrison had a very short-lived steel cage match this past Friday on SmackDown. But a lot of false finishes, including Shawn Michaels getting a very quick... I can't remember what the first one that he did was. I think he got a pinfall victory? Yeah, a very quick pinfall victory, which was definitely a 2.9. It was so close, but it definitely wasn't a 3 count. And also almost escaping the cage door very early on in that match. Yeah, Shawn Michaels was He's a desperate man, but in the end it was John Morrison who climbed out of the cage with the victory and the momentum heading into this WWE Tag Team title matchup tonight. Admittedly, not a lot of history between these two tag teams, hence why this is the opening matchup for the tag team titles. About the closest thing that's history in this one is the fact that The Miz was one of the people that lost the tag team titles to DX back when he was teaming with Zack Ryder, but he handed the titles to DX. He didn't want them. He didn't want a team with Zack Ryder. He was disappointed in Ryder and Riley, and he wanted them out of the Misfits, so not really a surprise that DX won that match. Some say Miz wasn't on top form, whereas he is tonight. He's focused, determined, wants the tag team titles. Mr. Money in the Bank and WWE Tag Team Champion, I suppose, has a nice ring to it. I have no idea what the hell these two are doing right now. They just keep tagging in and out. And here comes the snot. Here comes the sniffing. Every time. There you go, Michaels. Michaels up to Michaels up to his feet. Michaels, he's just trying so hard, but he's such a has-been. Oh no. Oh my god, I really can't see that. I cannot wait until the next game when it comes to that kick-out meter, because it's a different color and I can actually see it better. Fucking dark blue on black. It's so hard to see, especially from a distance. We must be like, kind of, for an example, I think we're about 3 meters away from the TV from where we're sat, probably 2.5 to 3 meters, if I had to guess. A hell of a distance. We're definitely socially distancing from the TV, that's for sure. Oh, Shawn Michaels. Here we go off the hot tag. In comes Triple H, former WWE champion. I mean, Shawn Michaels is also a former WWE champion, but I have to mention it with Triple H or else he cries. Pedigree. And here comes Shawn Michaels, getting John Morrison out of here. Oh my goodness. I don't call him the longest reigning Intercontinental Champion and a 2-time WWE Tag Team Champion for nothing, I guess. A lot of people feel The Miz is definitely gonna win the Intercontinental, I mean the WWE Championship one day with that Money in the Bank briefcase. Oh, what a suplex! Superplex, even.
Tell me the truth, Michael Cole. What is it that makes you so fond of The Miz?
Nice. Nice DDT.
Awesome. Oh, please.
Michaels, I think, enjoying this time to recover on the outside whilst Triple H kind of takes control of the match.
What are the odds that we'll see new tag team champions come out of here tonight?
Well, pretty good. If the challengers have anything to say about it.
Right in the face. Stretching out that torso, checking for any bruises, and you know they're there.
I don't know if this was a wise choice, but in comes, yeah, in comes Shawn Michaels. Going straight to the top. One of the dumbest things you can do from the top rope is just a pointless knee drop. See, you don't even end up being the person who gets up for... Oh, Triple H! Fighting dirty a little bit here.
And that move was expertly applied by the veteran Michaels.
I honestly thought he was going to go for like a cross-armed double axe handle for a second there. I completely forgot what he was doing. Shawn Michaels definitely wanted to go to the top. And elbow drop! Oh my god! Is this going to be enough? The Miz is busted open. Ditch can't talk. Down goes the Miz. Triple H nowhere to be seen to help his tag team partner. But that's okay because John Morrison got distracted and went for Triple H anyway. DX still the tag team champions and a nice little opening match. What a great opener. here at Night of Champions. A real good taste of what's to come. D-Generation X, still the WWE Tag Team Champions. 8 titles on the line. You got to think, though, we're going to see some new champions crowned tonight. I don't know who they're going to be. I don't know when it's going to happen. But we're going to see some new champions now. I think both the world champions are in quite serious jeopardy. Vader is a serious threat to Stone Cold Steve Austin, and Batista definitely to Sheamus as well right now. But we move on. Up next is going to be the Women's Championship match, one-on-one competition between Kharma and Michelle McCool, coming your way next. We moved locations for this match, guys. Sorry about that. This one is an important one for Michelle McCool. If Kharma beats Michelle McCool tonight, Kharma also beats Michelle McCool's record as the longest reigning women's champion, a 91-day record as women's champion. Just a little, you know, a single day over 3 months. 12 weeks. Michelle McCool, I don't think she wants to see anyone beat her record. And it's gonna take it upon herself to step in here now and make sure that doesn't happen. Was Michelle McCool's 7-8 record, 2-4 this season, not looking fantastic. These might be slightly incorrect. I haven't updated the wiki yet, and that's what I go off of when I read these stats. Whereas Kharma is 8-1 right now. This is seriously a one-sided matchup. I mean, most matches are going to be when you're up against Kharma. This is someone who I think is going to dominate the women's division for a very, very long time. She signed a 2-year deal, and I think everyone in the women's division is going to be hoping and praying that she does not renew when those 2 years are up, and that she never comes back again. And they might just get their wish. But we'll have to wait and see. Anything can happen in 2 years. Kind of took the women's division by storm. She came in, she debuted, and immediately started pursuing the women's title. It did not take her very long to win it from Tiny Shiny, and no one really poses as much of a threat to Kharma since she has won the women's championship. She's very much on a level of her own, as much as I hate to admit that, at the expense of every other woman on the women's division. It very much is just Kharma's own peak of the mountain, so to speak. Who knows? Michelle McCool could hit the Faith word. I can't believe I've been screwing up the name of that move since the WWE12 original series, my first Universe series, all the way back in 2012. I can't believe I still don't know which one it is, whether it's Faith Maker or Faith Breaker. No matter how many times I get comments telling me, no matter how many times I look it up on like Wikipedia and remember, I always forget. I just cannot possibly remember. I'm pretty sure it's Faith Breakmaker. Faith. I want to say Faith Breaker because it's like you've broken your faith, your beliefs. How can a move? Faith. Yeah, it's Faith Breaker. Okay.
This match is being televised around the world in 18 languages in over 110 countries.
Look at this.
The Faith Breaker. What a move that is. And the fact that she has the strength to lift someone the size of Kharma, who has such a huge size advantage over the rest of the women here on Raw. And SmackDown for that matter. Doesn't matter what brand you're on. Kharma outweighs them all. She is the biggest, baddest woman on any division. Says the guy who just cannot stop burping. I just want to shit on myself there. That wasn't like a weird segue for anything. I don't even know how that could be. I just have a burping problem lately, okay? It's probably because I drink so much in between episodes, like in between matches even. When the screen goes to black, I'm like, oh, better take a sip of my Coke. And I just keep doing it over and over again. I think that's probably why that happens so much. For the WWE. Michael Cole and the WWE.
Women's Championship is on the line.
Just quickly cleaning my glasses. I don't get a lot of matches I don't play on these shows, so I gotta make the most of the ones where I'm not playing. I'm A-okay with either outcome in this match, so I'm just kind of sitting back and letting it happen. Still to come in terms of the women's matches here at Night of Champions, Natalya defends her Divas Championship against longtime rival Maryse, who has recently found a new ally after being banned. She was banned from bringing The Miz to her matches. She's now found a new ally in Brie Bella, who she brings to her matches. And the thing about Brie Bella is she can get her hands on Kharma and Beth Phoenix, and it's not an automatic disqualification like The Miz was. So it definitely benefits the Maryse more. Let's not forget that Natalya has a friend of her own though, and that's Beth Phoenix. Someone who I feel should really be challenging Natalya for the Divas Championship. You know, the Divas of Doom have spoken before about the fact that they excuse me. They are friends. They are very strong-hearted friends. They're very passionate about this business, very passionate about what they can do in the ring. And I feel like they've been able to have some respectful matches against each other in the past. Wouldn't it be a dream come true for the both of them to face off for the Divas Championship on a pay-per-view? I feel like that's a much-awaited matchup right there. Beth Phoenix and Natalya finally colliding for a championship. The two girls who have come into this as friends, who have been a very solid friendship through and through. The only time we've seen them compete when the Divas title was on the line was when Natalya won the Divas Championship, escaping from a steel cage to win it from Maryse. But that also featured Maryse. It wasn't just a one-on-one between the two. And I feel like that is the kind of match that I think they'd both really love. Imagine Beth Phoenix being able to say that she won the Women's Championship from her... Sorry, the Divas Championship from Natalya. It's an honor. It's respect.
Thus far, this has been a phenomenal championship contest. Who will win?
Still to come tonight, we've got a lot of matches still. We're about to basically finish what I guess is the equivalent of a pre-show. These first two matches before we get down to the regular 6 that we'd always see.
And again, this is for the women's title. Oh my gosh, the face.
What about it?
What a smart move. Where does she get it from? How is she still going?
Michelle McCool now showing signs of hurt. She's trying to create a little bit of separation. Some say that Michelle McCool's been at a real loss ever since losing her partner Layla and being drafted to Raw. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Implant buster on the outside. Okay, Michelle McCool somehow very quickly recovered enough to do an eye rake there. That was otherworldly. Whoa, referee just flooring Kharma. Don't you dare touch me.
Oh, she does it again.
Ow, hard kick to the ribs.
Say what you will about Michelle McCool. She's got a hell of a lot of dedication to trying to get that championship back. She's seen someone who is definitely the Goliath of the women's division, and she's insistent that she'll be the David. She'll win that. She'll be the David. Get that one a shot. She's insistent that she can overcome this. Tiny Shiny is so far the only woman to have ever beaten Kharma. It happened on an episode of Raw. It never led to a title victory from Kharma, unfortunately. As proven by the fact that Kharma is still champion. It's just that that is Kharma's one loss that she has ever experienced since coming here. With 8, possibly more, victories in her belt. That's someone you don't want to mess with. And the lights are out. We haven't even hit the oh, I suppose the entrance is probably... Is this going to be enough? Yes. Who even needs to do their finishers when you can spin your foot on their face and then pin them? No, no. I'm just going to stop it there. Because again, there is like no heel female victory, let alone a monsterish one. And it always just breaks her character too much. So Kharma is victorious as she keeps the Women's Championship. And ignore that logo in the corner. We've still got more matches coming your way. This show only just started. So up next, I believe we should just go from one women's match to another. The Divas Championship on the line as Natalya faces Maryse. Let's see if Maryse's secret weapon, Brie Bella, can continue to pay off for her. Up next. So far we've had 2 successful title defenses. Will we have another?
The following contest is for the Divas Championship, accompanied by Brie Bella. Choosing first, the challenger from Montreal, Quebec, Maryse.
So Maryse once again bringing Brie Bella to ringside. As I say, it's perfectly legal, it's allowed, and it's definitely benefiting her already. And her this contendership. Brie Bella came over here to SmackDown to try and revitalize her like immediately failing career over on Raw. Her twin sister has taken exceptional notice of her as after being left behind, and has tried also recreating herself over on Raw by associating with the Disciples of Darkness.
Accompanied by the Glamazon. From Calgary, Alberta, Canada, she is the Divas Champion, Natalya.
The Divas Champion. Natalya, focused, intense, serious about keeping hold of that Divas Championship. This is going to be an outstanding match. Look at the gold. Say it. Say it now. Say, look at the gold. This is going to be an outstanding match. Say it, you fucking coward. Coward. Absolute coward.
And that's what it's all about. That's the prize they're going after right there.
I will pull up their win-losses in a second. I kind of forgot to do that, didn't I? Whoops. Just a second. Ding.
So this will be a one fall to a finish one-on-one match.
I know that they're definitely on quite intense opposite sides of the win-loss records. Maryse has done everything she can to be Divas Champion. She is 6-11 with a 2-8 this season. A lot of those 8, though, are her getting herself disqualified or counted out to keep the Divas Championship. Definitely someone who utilizes the champion's advantage to the fullest. Whereas Natalya is 12-7, she is 9-1 this season. Same record as the women's champion over on Raw, Kharma, as a matter of fact.
Wearing down the arm. Uh-oh. What incredible impact.
Excuse me, I'm just full of the yawns.
There's the inverted Russian leg sweep. It's an amazing atmosphere in this arena tonight.
Natalya rocking the big match whites, as they say. And by they I mean New Legacy. I've never heard anybody else talk about that. I don't know if that's just their thing, but regardless.
Good sleeper hold.
Big match whites.
To get out of. Hey!
And she wills her way out.
Uh-oh. This is bad. Oh, Natalya's so comfortable in the ring. I'm not sure I've ever seen a diva more adept at our craft. Beautiful counter.
Wow, he just said something that wasn't creepy in the slightest. Just basically saying she's great in the ring. That's really weird to hear from Lawler. Coming up next, I'm sure you're all dying to find out what the next match is. Well, it's the Intercontinental Championship bout. It's going to be Tyson Kidd challenging Rey Mysterio after losing the Cruiserweight Championship to R-Truth this past Friday on SmackDown. Is Tyson Kidd in the right mindset to capture an even bigger championship, the Intercontinental title? That is the question. And can we trust that the crew will stay away from this match? That is the other question. There are a lot of questions tonight, and they all need answering.
Remember, in championship matches, the title cannot change hands by countout or disqualification.
Yeah, that's why they call it the championship advantage. You can lose the match, but still keep the title. Watch it.
Natalya looking as impressive as always. Been a great Divas champion so far. I think she's been holding the title for as long as Kharma. I'll have to look into that actually. I think she's evenly matched with her, like in terms of a lot of records. I'll tell you what, if there was some kind of event where Raw faced off against SmackDown,
Look at this.
I think they'd have a great match.
Power of Natalya.
I don't believe it. Momentum's changed hands again.
They're smart, they're sexy, they're powerful. They're the WWE Divas. And right now they are competing for the Diva Championship.
Doesn't sound like Yoshitatsu's name to me, you whore.
Big kick echoing around the arena.
Quick position change. Hey! Natalya knows a lot of ways to hurt you, and that was one of them.
Yeah, that's right, I was going to check the length of Natalya's Divas title reign. I am really good at getting distracted today by nothing. I'm just kind of sat here spacing out because I'm not playing the match. Divas Champion. Divas Championship reigns. Natalya has been Divas Champion for 63 days, I believe, and this is her second title defense. So the pressure is definitely on, as it should be. She's got to step it up. I thought she was evenly matched with Kharma. Turns out she's not. I don't know why I'm suddenly comparing her to Kharma, but I am. And she needs to step it up if she wants to be as good as Kharma. I mean, to be fair, Kharma has literally dominated the entire Raw Women's division at this point. I don't actually know if there's anyone left for Kharma to beat on the Raw Women's division. She's beaten Trish Stratus, she's beaten Tiny Shiny, she's beaten Michelle McCool. I mean, she hasn't really faced off against Alicia Fox to my knowledge, but I don't know how much of a threat that's going to be. And the only other woman left on there is Nikki Bella. So those are the only two Kharma has not yet defended her title against. Oh dear. She's pretty much beaten them all. What is going on? Beth Phoenix getting in the ring. Get out of the ring. Oh, and Beth facing off against Brie on the outside. I guess she's decided she doesn't want her getting involved in this match in any means necessary. We're gonna have two matches going on at the same time now, I guess. Natalya. Whoop. Showed off that strength. Natalya, I'll be a son of a bitch. What a suplex. Where's she going?
Now taking a moment to feel those ribs, and King, it appears that there may be some internal damage.
It looks like it. Those ribs have been targeted so many. What a counter. This This is a grueling championship match. Nobody wants to lose this opportunity.
Well, this match is really broken down. Phoenix and Brie just being the best life coaches they possibly can right now.
What a vicious chop.
That's it. The ref's calling for the bell.
Oh, okay. I guess Brie put her hands on Natalya. Oh no, wait. Beth Phoenix. So it was Natalya getting disqualified there. Oh no. Oh, this ain't good. This ain't good at all. This could start getting Natalya in a little bit of trouble. Beth Phoenix apparently was the reason for the disqualification, which means that Maryse won this match by disqualification. Well, I never. As we move on to our next match. Intercontinental Championship on the line. Rey Mysterio and Tyson Kidd. We're coming up to the halfway point of the show. In fact, this is it, because after the fourth match, you're past halfway through. Duh. So far, no titles have changed hands. If Rey Mysterio keeps that Intercontinental title, this is a 50% successful defense rate for tonight's show. Pressure's on, Tyson Kidd.
Following contest is for the Intercontinental Championship. Choosing first, the challenger from Calgary, Alberta, Canada, weighing 199 pounds, Tyson Kidd.
I guess we'll see what Kidd is truly made of in this one. This is a hell of a challenge for the Kid. No pun intended. Yes, he is a former Cruiserweight champion. Yes, he was pretty good as Cruiserweight champion. It didn't really last that long. I can't say a whole lot about it. But this is where the pressure is on. Rey Mysterio is over 100 days as Intercontinental Champion and is the man who beat The Miz, the longest reigning Intercontinental Champion. There's only been 2.
San Diego, California, weighing 175 pounds, he is the Intercontinental Champion, Rey Mysterio.
So Rey Mysterio, pressure, as I said, is on. Comes in tonight at day 1 second. Day 1 second. He comes in tonight. Oh, I went for Rey Mysterio's page rather than the Intercontinental title. Whoops. Pretty sure I haven't updated this one, so I'm pretty sure I have to add a 7 onto whatever it says. If this is incorrect, I do apologize. Comes in today at day 114 as Intercontinental Champion. One thing that Rey Mysterio has been under a bit of fire for is that he hasn't been the most fightingest of fighting champions, as he is well over his 30-day defense requirement. 2 defenses in 114 days. He should be coming on to defense number 4 right now. But it has been forgiven as he's been very preoccupied with the crew, dealing with that situation. It just means he may have to defend the title again on SmackDown if he makes it out with the title tonight. And then he may have to defend it again at Hell in a Cell as well. He may have to be a bit of a fighting champion for the next few weeks. Hell in a Cell is simply 2 weeks away from Night of Champions, so the pressure is really on for anyone in this match. Tyson Kidd, very quick to take control. These two almost matching in their gear tonight. Isn't that kind of sweet?
What do you think's going through the mind of Tyson Kidd right now, Kane? And he hits the drop kick.
Still to come, we've got the US Championship matchup. Brock Lesnar getting his US title opportunity against Ted DiBiase. The winner will face Randy Orton at Hell in a Cell. We've also got the World Tag Team Championships on the line from Raw in a handicap match, as CM Punk has got to face both Drew McIntyre and Sheamus to retain the tag team title. He's got to face the longest reigning champions. 224 days they were World Tag Team Champions. He's got to overcome that. I wish him the best of luck. We know CM Punk has finally been seeing some success, however, that is a little much. And then, of course, we've got our World Championship matches coming your way. The World Heavyweight Championship being defended between Batista and Sheamus, and the WWE title collision between Stone Cold and Vader.
Tyson Kidd likes to brag about being the last graduate.
Mysterio trying to get a little bit of space there, and he managed to.
No! Oh, and he eats the canvas. In a sharp kick delivered by Mysterio.
Definitely a quick-paced match right from the beginning between these two cruiserweight greats. A lot of people think this would have been a great dual title match. CM Punk and Tyson Kidd facing off for both the Intercontinental and Cruiserweight Championship, but A, Mysterio had no need for a contendership for that title, and B, Tyson Kidd obviously no longer holding the Cruiserweight Championship kind of prevents that from happening. Yeah, the crew have got their sights set on the Intercontinental Championship, and obviously they've been dealing with both Rey Mysterio as the champion as well as Tyson Kidd as the potential future champion. They've been clearly scouting out this championship match, getting ready to see who it is that they're going to continue to focus on coming out of this one. Because, I mean, that's the thing, they've laid the groundwork. No matter who it is, they've got a shot. You know, if Rey Mysterio is successful, well, Booker T and Mark Henry, they've been constantly beating Rey Mysterio in handicap matches. Pretty much, you know, no disrespect to Mr. McMahon, but that is not a wrestler. Very nice.
This could do it. One, and Kidd kicks out.
Not nice enough, though.
All the damage to the torso.
Whereas, if Tyson Kidd is victorious, R-Truth just recently beat Tyson Kidd for the Intercontinental Championship.
Flying to the outside. Remember, the Intercontinental
Mysterio showing a little bit of frustration there, perhaps Tyson Kidd for knocking him out of the ring.
Wow.
Too bad.
This one's about heart and determination.
He got the single lock, leg lock applied. Toe hold. No, it's not toe hold. That wasn't. I think it was a leg lock. I don't fucking care. All right. I don't care. I'm here trying to correct myself, and then I realize, wait a minute, I don't actually give a shit. Big old knee to the face.
Championship on the line.
Back and forth between these two. That lockup, throwing each other off, going to show that they are so evenly matched.
That was absolutely breathtaking.
And Rey Mysterio.
Pulling everything out of his bag of tricks here tonight.
No. Okay.
Rey Mysterio, his guts, his heart, his soul are all.
Well, it looked like Mysterio was looking for something big there, but Tyson Kidd was able to reverse. I think we all know what I meant when I say something big.
Tyson Kidd has traveled the world perfecting his craft. Tyson Kidd.
He's finally getting some offense in, is Tyson Kidd.
And he escapes the hole.
The tide has turned again. They're going to fight to the
And Rey Mysterio just wanting to quickly lean against the ropes.
Without question, there's no doubt about how prestigious the Intercontinental Championship
Every
is
time.
in the WWE.
When you need it to, it won't do it.
Mysterio's got it.
Into the ropes he goes, and uh-oh, here we go. Look out, Tyson Kidd. Boom, 619. Alright, I think we've seen the end of this one now. Rey Mysterio looking to carry on that Intercontinental Championship.
Mysterio flew in there that time. What a match. Momentum has shifted back.
Oh my god!
Between these superstars.
Rey coming in on all cylinders now. I don't think he was quite expecting Tyson Kidd to kick out of that one.
Rey Mysterio is a walking example of why size shouldn't prevent athletic success. Rey is living proof that anyone can achieve greatness if they work hard enough. And again, he
Is this going to be enough to wrap up Tyson Kidd? Whatever it is he's looking at. Okay, he's already done that.
That was a heavy shot.
Rey is getting all fired up. No one kicks out of the 619.
Has there ever been a superstar that can do something like that?
Well, there's only one Rey Mysterio. That was incredible. I don't know how much longer
try
he's going to be
something
able to
new.
go. Whoa!
Oh my god.
Does he have his eyes open?
Oh, good God.
Oh
that's it.
jeez.
Their bodies have to be shattered to pieces. The intrepid Rey Mysterio.
Wow! Talk about
What the
timing.
fuck?
What a hellaciously physical match these gladiators have put each other through. The intensity in this has been incredible.
Wow.
Boy, that just don't always work, does it?
Can do things no other man can do.
I'll tell you what, credit where due. Tyson Kidd has been very impressive.
Rey going for some big impact.
He's not exactly put up the biggest and best fight, I gotta admit, but the thing is, he's shown how much heart he's got by the amount he has just survived in this match. Mysterio there with like a holy flurry of offense, and Tyson Kidd just keeps getting up. Now he's finally getting some offense in. Oh, and in the end it might be desperation. Quick roll up here by Mysterio. There you go. That's the thing you gotta be careful of with Rey Mysterio, is every single move of his can be, I mean, every single move you throw at him could be turned into a pin by him.
Here's your winner and still the Intercontinental Champion, Rey Mysterio.
Well, that was a very pleasant surprise of a match, I gotta say. Rey Mysterio and Tyson Kidd absolutely gave it their all. That was a great Intercontinental Championship match. And I guess it's Rey Mysterio that's now going to deal with the crew. Hopefully he's made a friend in Tyson Kidd out of this match. I don't know. I don't know if that's how necessarily making friends works. But hopefully he'll find an ally and not an enemy in Tyson Kidd. As I think he could really use it when he's going up against the four-man posse that is the crew. We move on now to the United States Championship match. Ted DiBiase set the defender against Brock Lesnar. But before we get onto this US Championship match, allow me to show you some footage from one of our many pre-Night of Champions backstage interviews that you can see on definitelyarewebsite.com. Let's take you to it now. I'm joined here by the man who will compete for the US Championship, Brock Lesnar. Brock, what are your thoughts on tonight's encounter with Ted DiBiase? Should you be successful, are you concerned about the next contender, Randy Orton? For too long, I've been held down, screwed out of opportunity after opportunity. I'm not just going to beat Ted tonight, and I'm not just going to beat Randy at Hell in a Cell. I'm going to retire the both of them. I'll tear them limb from limb. I'll make them bleed. Because I am the beast. I am Brock Lesnar. Well, as you may have just seen, that was what I was alluding to. There has been a slight change of plans tonight. We don't know if Brock Lesnar is still going to be competing for the United States Championship. We've been told if Brock Lesnar is not able to compete against Ted DiBiase tonight, that he'll be replaced by whoever was ranked second for the US Championship.
The following contest is for the United States Championship. Approaching the ring from West Palm Beach, Florida, weighing in at 235 pounds, he is the United States Champion, Ted DiBiase.
So DiBiase may have just lucked out. I mean, he was pretty much set for his doomsday against Brock Lesnar, but for some reason the World Heavyweight Champion Sheamus decided to take target of Brock Lesnar. One of the main theories that we've had kind of going on in the back is that Sheamus was intimidated by Brock Lesnar. Some of the things that he had to say about, you know, what he was capable of and how long he's been held down. And obviously Sheamus, I guess he just wanted to eliminate the competition, maybe? I don't know. But regardless, Sheamus attacking Brock Lesnar leads to a very interesting, unique situation. Will Brock Lesnar still be able to compete? Or will he be replaced by whoever was ranked Oh. I guess we know who was ranked second for the United States Championship. Suddenly this makes a hell of a lot of sense. Well, this is a pretty scary situation. I mean, if Drew McIntyre beats Ted DiBiase and Sheamus retains the World Heavyweight title tonight, you know, the handicap match, as I said before, you know, I love CM Punk. He's a great guy, but it seems like a pretty easy challenge for the United Kingdom. They're very much looking like they could be walking out with all the gold on Raw in a single night. This has become a real problem for the Raw roster right now. Drew McIntyre, I mean, I've done my checkup on the rankings and everything. He was ranked number 2. He was right underneath Brock Lesnar for the United States Championship. It makes sense. Brock Lesnar unable to compete. Throw out the second top guy, and it's what a coincidence. It's the ally of the guy who attacked Brock Lesnar. Ted DiBiase, I was about to say he's going through with this. He has to go through with this. He's got to defend his United States Championship. We were really looking forward to Brock Lesnar getting the United States Championship opportunity tonight. Almost foreshadowing, though, saying in the interview that he felt he was held down and screwed out of opportunity after opportunity. Only to once again be screwed out of an opportunity. Drew McIntyre is going to waste absolutely no time up against Ted DiBiase, I'd imagine. Ted may be in for a very short-lived US Championship reign, which would definitely fit the US Championship's history. Up against a man who has very rarely ever been beaten. Originally had an undefeated streak at one point.
The United States Championship is on the line.
Blinding red trunks.
Drew McIntyre was personally recruited by the chairman of the WWE, Mr. McMahon.
Yeah, that has to put a lot of pressure on this young man. You don't want to disappoint Mr.
Ted's got to be careful up against Drew McIntyre. This man is ruthless. Never held a singles title before. Tonight could be the first time.
With the championship at stake, you know these superstars will give everything they have to win here tonight. Face first into the table.
This is becoming a real disaster for Ted DiBiase. Now, I'm not the biggest supporter of Ted DiBiase. I think the guy kind of just got dumb luck when it came to winning the US Championship at SummerSlam. He was definitely my lowest out of the 3 I expected to see win the US title. I thought either Cody was going to retain or Randy was going to become the new champion. I had no way expected Ted DiBiase to come out with the US Championship. I'll tell you what, whoever's coming out of this one, though, with the championship, they got to go through Randy Orton at Hell in a Cell. That is still confirmed, unless Randy suddenly has an accident, too. Get a knee to the face, get a big boot to the face.
Oh, good Lord. King, think about the number of WWE
Off the ropes.
that have held the United States Championship.
No doubt. The United States Championship is a very prestigious
McIntyre
title.
obviously trying so hard to make the United Kingdom faction and I guess home
What do you expect DiBiase
land
to do at this point?
proud.
Oh, he's going for the eyes. That's such an effective move.
Drew McIntyre.
Oh, look out!
Oh boy.
Now that's got to be it.
Is that going to be enough to put away Ted DiBiase? I mean, that was a very smooth transition. Yep, and just like that, the United States Championship has been acquired by the United Kingdom. That was no trouble at all for McIntyre.
United States Champion, Drew McIntyre.
Well, this is a very serious situation we've got on our hands
Neither does the former
for the rest of the Night of Champions. I mean, we've got that World Tag Team Title handicap match coming up in just a bit. Drew McIntyre performing double duty. We've been told that as a punishment for their actions, though, Drew McIntyre and Sheamus will be made to compete in the semi-main event for the World Tag Team Championships. And then Sheamus will have to defend his World Heavyweight title immediately afterwards in the main event against Batista. So that's going to be an interesting situation. Stone Cold Steve Austin versus Vader, getting pushed one match up the card. It is next. Alright, well, it's Vader time. WWE Championship match time. Stone Cold Steve Austin against one big threat of a challenger.
The following contest is for the WWE Championship. Choosing first the challenger from the Rocky Mountains, weighing 456 pounds, the man they call Vader.
Definitely don't underestimate Stone Cold Steve Austin in this situation. I know Vader has left a path of destruction everywhere he's gone since coming to SmackDown. But let's not forget what Stone Cold did not that long ago. Let's not forget. Stone Cold Steve Austin to Arn Anderson just 2 days ago on SmackDown. He ripped him to pieces. He absolutely laid into into Arn Anderson like it was nobody's business. Arn was just guilty by association of Vader. I'd hate to see what Stone Cold's wanting to do to Vader himself. This is some serious business.
And his opponent, the WWE Champion, Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Stone Cold Steve Austin heading into this one with the WWE title. This is going to be a big, big match. Despite the amount of destruction both these two have left behind them, this is a standard match. Not no holds barred, not falls count anywhere, not extreme rules, just a standard one-on-one match. They must abide by all of the regular rules. SmackDown's main event for tonight at Night of Champions, the WWE title on the line. Austin up against the big man Vader. The only man to ever leave Stone Cold Steve Austin unconscious in a ring, fighting for his life.
And that's what it's all about. That's the prize they're going after right there.
Excuse me. That's quite a nasty one.
So this is a one-on-one match. Remember,
Oh jeez. Austin just trying to approach the situation kind of carefully almost. And Vader was very quick to lay into Austin. We got ourselves a handicap match as our semi-main event tonight. Normally we would see a standard World Championship to World Championship main event scene, but this match pushed one match forward to further punish Sheamus for attacking Brock Lesnar. And a very clear setup for Drew McIntyre to win the US Championship. So it's Sheamus and McIntyre. They're going to be competing in near back-to-back matches, competing in a handicap match against CM Punk. And then Sheamus has got to defend his World Heavyweight Championship literally in the very next match.
Oh, that can't feel good. Vader's practically licking his chops now. He wants to eat this guy.
This is going to be a real struggle for Stone Cold Steve Austin, that's for damn sure. The WWE Champion. As I say, I've never seen him really get brutalized before, but Vader has been the one to do it. He's really laid into Austin.
Oh no! Here he comes! I've watched Vader for a long time, and let me tell you, there have been natural disasters that cause less damage than this monster.
Remember, in championship matches, the title cannot change hands.
Austin's rise to being the longest reigning WWE champion all began earlier this year when he was drafted to SmackDown. He made a statement that he was going to tear his way through every single current champion at the time on the SmackDown brand. He started off with the ECW champion Wade Barrett, moved on to the Cruiserweight champion at the time, which I want to say was Zack Ryder. He worked his way through both of the WWE Tag Team Champions at the time, which were Evan Bourne and Kofi Kingston, respectively, one by one. Then he went through the Intercontinental Champion at the time, The Miz, and then went on to the WWE Champion Christian, who he defeated. He earned himself a spot in a fatal four-way matchup for the championship, where he won the WWE title against John Cena, the WWE Champion himself, Christian, and the fourth participant who had to replace The Undertaker due to injuries, a name which I cannot actually currently remember. The Miz, I believe it was. Yeah, that's right, The Miz. He's had a few interactions with The Miz, and I believe those are the reasons that the Mr. Money in the Bank briefcase holder, The Miz, is so afraid to cash in on Stone Cold Steve Austin. You know, a lot of people may have fallen for it, and I've got to say, there are times where I become one of them, where I say, well, The Miz, he's got good intentions. I do truly believe he doesn't plan on ever cashing in that briefcase on Stone Cold Steve Austin, but in the back of my mind, I know it's not because The Miz is suddenly a good guy, because he suddenly has so much respect for Stone Cold Steve Austin. No. The reason The Miz will not cash in his Money in the Bank briefcase on Stone Cold Steve Austin is very, very clear as day. The Miz won't cash in that briefcase on Stone Cold because The Miz knows that the moment Stone Cold isn't champion, say The Miz does successfully cash in and win the WWE title, Stone Cold is going to be coming for him, and he's going to get that title rematch, and The Miz is going to have to get through Stone Cold Steve Austin. What The Miz is actually doing is he's waiting for the day that Stone Cold Steve Austin loses the championship, and perhaps he's planning on going through that guy instead. Now, I don't really know how well that's going to fare. Let's say, because it's not exactly looking like it's very unlikely, let's say Vader comes out with the WWE Championship tonight. Odds of The Miz cashing in, pretty high, in my opinion, honestly. I think he would. But then he's got to go through Vader, and Vader is the guy who is able to beat Stone Cold, and Stone Cold is the man that The Miz fears. Oh no.
A big fist from Vader.
We've seen Vader do this to Austin before, Jesus.
This is a grueling championship match. Nobody wants to lose this opportunity.
Austin is somehow still fighting in this one. The big man is not slowing down. Like, there is no sign of hurt coming. That move sucks. No sign of hurt coming from Vader whatsoever. And here's another massive chokeslam by who I've got to say is pretty much just looking like he's going to be our next WWE champion. Oh. Ooh.
Another turning point in this match. Did he score the pin? One.
Oh my god. Vader actually looked like he was in a little bit of disbelief for a second there. And here comes Austin, finally. Starting to think the man was going to suffer some serious injuries in this match. Vader has just 100% got Austin's number.
Big move coming. Mind-jarring. Vader's so comfortable in the ring. He relishes every moment.
Well, he relishes inflicting pain and suffering.
Is this going to be enough?
Oh, this isn't good.
Vader striking away at the face of Austin.
In the corner here. Bad spot to be in. You can see the pain shoot through this superstar's body off that slam.
Is this going to be enough? Oh my goodness. Oh, whoa! Wait, what the hell? What is Vader going up to do? Austin, okay, fair enough. Very quick to react there. I mean, that's definitely a good thing. Vader on the top rope is definitely not something I think anybody wants to experience.
speed across the ring. Ouch! Once again, momentum has changed.
Got just a path of destruction all outside the ring from what Vader has done to Stone Cold in this match. Jeez. And Vader is just kind of, he's just assumed on many occasions that he has beaten Stone Cold Steve Austin, but he definitely has not yet been able to overcome the WWE Champion.
Countered by the Texas Rattlesnake.
The ring. Vader laid out Austin, just trying to catch his breath for a second there. You could see it. Ooh. Oh my god, no way, no way, no way! Holy shit! Wow, he should have gone for the pin off of that, honestly. Stone Cold Steve Austin just hit a powerbomb on Vader. Vader is actually looking to be in a bit of trouble. That clearly dazed him.
Look at this, look at this.
The WWE Champion is having a second wind. That's for damn sure. Big DDT.
Look at Vader.
Oh no. I think Vader's seen enough.
Oh my, what a power bomb. Vader practically turned him inside out.
Is Austin in the ropes?
One,
No?
2.
Oh my god! He kicked out! Wow. I didn't think Austin had it in him.
Ah, look at this.
And he rolls out, buying himself some breathing room.
And Vader is stepping out. Well, hang on. This will be a disqualification. This match will be over. Vader will not be crowned the champion. And I think if he gets himself disqualified, he won't even... Okay. I think he won't even... Oh, the referee stepping in. Oh, no. I think it might have all just been a quick distraction, maybe, for Austin.
Oh my gosh.
Jeez. Clubbing blows.
Tide has turned again. They're gonna fight to the end.
The hell is this?
That
Ooh.
was just unadulterated power.
Once again, Vader, center of the ring, going for a pin attempt on the WWE Champion, and he still cannot put Austin away.
Watch out here.
This is nuts. Oh my god, Austin, how does he still have this strength? Well, Arn Anderson is no stranger to that move, that's for damn sure. And Vader's been busted open.
Quickly into the cover with the title on the line. 2, 3.
Okay.
And Austin retains.
No, apparently Vader is, we've learned something today. Vader is a, can't remember the word, he's a something phobe. He can't stand the sight of his own blood, he passed out. That's what we're going with. He passed out, got knocked out by the right hands of Austin, and the WWE Championship has been retained by Stone Cold. As we move on to our handicap match, the World Tag Team titles are on the line. Who's it gonna be? Is CM Punk somehow gonna overcome this, or will the World Heavyweight Champion and United States Champion, Sheamus and Drew McIntyre, overpower and dominate CM Punk to capture every championship on Raw? Well, we are back here on Night of Champions. We're awaiting the arrival of CM Punk, who is set to fight this match alone against Drew McIntyre, the United States Champion, and Sheamus, the World Heavyweight Champion. This is really... like, you talk about decks being stacked against you. This is about as hard as it gets. This is going to be a really, really tough match. Honestly, I couldn't wish the best of the luck to CM Punk more. The guy's worked so hard to finally win his first ever championship here on Raw. He has overcome so much. He came to Raw being forced to wear a mask, being held down as hard as it gets. And he has fought and fought and fought so hard to get to this point, to hold that championship. You gotta think if he can beat McIntyre and Sheamus in this handicap match, that's pretty big implications for the future for CM Punk. Oh, hold on a second. What the hell is this?
Weighing 323 pounds, he is one half of the World Tag Team Champions, Kane.
He wasn't introduced as his tag team partner. I don't really understand. What the hell is he doing out here? He's got his tag team title over his shoulder. Kane once again having a change of heart. Is he actually gonna help Punk now? Some kind of weird conflict going on in the head of Kane. As I said before, I know he's a little sick, he's a little twisted. I mean, is he maybe dealing with some kind of split personality? Maybe there's a part of him that likes Punk and wants to remain champions and remain his ally, but there's another part that just wants to destroy. Oh, okay, this is getting real.
And introducing the challenger from Blackpool, England, weighing 240 pounds, William Regal.
Well, I've been told that there's been some kind of a technicality. McMahon can't entirely outsmart the United Kingdom. They're always one step ahead. This was scheduled to be the United Kingdom versus the World Tag Team Champions for the titles. And obviously William Regal is a member of the United Kingdom. I mean, McIntyre or Sheamus are still going to have to compete in this matchup. But it looks like Regal has decided to step in and fill... Well, we've got some Vince Russo stuff going on here. There's just a swerve on every corner. Wade Barrett, the ECW champion from SmackDown, making his entrance in this World Tag Team Championship match? One can only assume as a member of the United Kingdom, but I don't know if he's got any history, any kind of association with these three. I mean, it protects both Sheamus and McIntyre, but can a SmackDown superstar win the Raw World Tag Team titles? That's the question. I mean, I guess this is an official tag team title match. I don't know if maybe he has been traded here to Raw. I don't really know what to say. And we got ourselves a World Tag Team Championship match now taking place in the ring. Kane coming out to the aid of CM Punk. Drew McIntyre in the corner of Regal and Wade Barrett to further play the numbers game, the odds against. This is really something else. This Night of Twists more like. Oh, and Kane. Oh, what the hell? Kane off the side. I don't understand what that was all about. Kane getting off of the corner the moment Punk came out.
You'll likely find yourself the recipient of his devastating signature move, the go to sleep.
McMahon was clearly trying to punish the United Kingdom in this matchup by throwing Sheamus and McIntyre right before Sheamus's World Heavyweight Championship defense. But one thing I just don't think McMahon was counting on was this sudden twist of fate, you could say, this change of events. I mean, this is perfectly legal. It was the United Kingdom that were due for a World Tag Team Championship match. If Wade Barrett is declaring himself a member of the United Kingdom, it could be any one of these four competing for the Tag Team Championships. This is completely within the rules.
Championship on the line. Punk.
The ECW champion Wade Barrett, man, we've not seen really all that active with the ECW title just lately. Is this why? Has there been some kind of negotiation, some plan to jump over to Raw and form a more complete United Kingdom?
And he finally gets out of the ring. Just squeezing
The
down
submission hold locked in. We haven't really seen any kind of assistance from Kane so far in this tag team title matchup. I'm starting to suspect that maybe Kane came out here to ensure that CM Punk didn't make it out with the World Tag Team titles. Just not sure why he would care so much to see that happen. Still to come tonight, we've got the World Heavyweight title on the line in the main event. Batista facing off against Sheamus. The United Kingdom are going to be hoping and praying that Batista does not capture that World Heavyweight Championship from Sheamus in the main event. Because that will be, you know, assuming they win this match, that will be complete domination of the Raw brand for the United Kingdom. Snapmare takedown. Wade Barrett completely in control of CM Punk, a match I never expected to see take place. Wade Barrett used to be a member of the Raw roster before the draft back in April. And my goodness, this brand has changed a lot. So where did Drew McIntyre... Wait, what the fuck? Drew? Where you going, buddy? What's going on over there? What? Oh, excuse me. Whoa! It would appear that Drew McIntyre has been kicked from ringside, everybody. I'm a little speechless.
Punk's so adept at using every part of his body as a weapon. And there's a tag. The Night of Champions event has become one of the most...
I just could have spotted at the corner of my eye this sliding Drew McIntyre, and he's over there somewhere now.
Now he's back out on the apron. The charismatic superstar CM Punk.
Kane is doing absolutely nothing to help his tag team partner CM Punk, as he is... I mean, he's just kind of stood at ringside like a manager, not a tag team partner. He's not even on the corner anymore.
Desperately needs to make a tag here.
CM Punk becoming a real victim in this match to both the United Kingdom and evidently his former partner Kane.
CM Punk vows to win every match to set the example for the WWE Universe.
So say I think Kane kind of came out just to first-hand watch CM Punk lose the World Tag Team Championships. I'm starting to think there was no good intent at all in this match. And he wouldn't exactly be banned from ringside. He is a part of the World Tag Team Champions. He has every right to be out here. It's not like I made this story up last second just to make sure that Regal and Barrett won the World Tag titles, because otherwise this couldn't be for the titles. That would be weird.
Thus far, this has been a phenomenal championship contest.
Oh, big German suplex into a bridging cover. Is this going to be it? And Barrett, obviously, he wants to make sure that Kane doesn't get involved. He comes into the ring, tries to fend him off, but you can see the moment that Barrett walks up to Kane, Kane walks away as if to say, no, I'm not here to deal with you. I got no qualms with you winning the World Tag Team Championship. That's basically what Kane seems to be saying. The referee is just, he's freaking out at Kane, telling him to get onto the corner, but there's only so much he can tell Kane what to do. Kane doesn't want to get on the corner and tag himself in. Kane doesn't have to.
Not fast enough.
The referee, maybe he's trying to tell off Drew McIntyre. Maybe Drew is supposed to be doing something right now. Up there in the skies. Big brass knuckles strike to CM Punk, and in comes the newest addition to the Raw roster. I'd have to assume Wade Barrett. Wasteland. I guess there's no more ceremonious way to welcome Barrett to the United Kingdom than to have him win the World Tag Team titles. And there it is. The United Kingdom have just captured every champion. Oh, well, he's over there somewhere, Drew McIntyre is. The United Kingdom have now captured every championship on the Raw brand. It's official. Barrett achieving what he could never do with his Nexus in one night. Joining the United Kingdom and becoming World Tag Team Champion with William Regal. Unbelievable. So much has just changed on Raw in a single night. Drew McIntyre, the new US Champion, Regal and Barrett, the new World Tag Team Champions, and Sheamus set to defend the World Heavyweight Championship in our main event up next. Well, I'll tell you what, so far this is going down in the history books as a very important night for Monday Night Raw. Batista's got a lot of pressure on his back to kind of save Raw from being overtaken by the United Kingdom, because right now they got it all. This is our World Heavyweight Championship main event. Batista set to go up against Sheamus. Batista claims he never got his fair opportunity as World Heavyweight Champion, from his first defense to his loss to his only defense, to the way he lost it, to the way he was screwed out of a rematch, to the way he was screwed out of another rematch. This is it. This is his first time he feels he's rightfully getting an opportunity at the World Heavyweight Championship. It all dates back, for those that don't know, it all dates back to Money in the Bank, where Batista was set to defend his World Heavyweight Championship for the first time since winning it at Over the Limit against Jack Swagger. Jack Swagger attacked Batista before the match, allowing him to defeat Batista with relative ease and win the World Heavyweight title. No introductions? Okay. After the pre-match attack and Swagger winning the World Heavyweight title, Swagger was attacked by the returning Ezekiel Jackson and then cashed in on by Mr. Money in the Bank at the time. That man right there, Sheamus, who went on to become the World Heavyweight Champion. As the World Heavyweight Champion, Sheamus did not feel he had to defend his title against Batista, but he still was made to defend it against him at SummerSlam. However, that match never came to be, as there was a championship scramble made on the night that added Ezekiel Jackson, Kevin Nash, and Mr. McMahon to the match. Batista, oh no! Oh no. And I was just about to say, this is the first time that he's gotten a fair one-on-one match with Sheamus. Now I'm not so sure. I think Batista may have just screwed up a little bit there. Sheamus, no! The referee is down! Doesn't realize what's going on. Well, that's going to definitely weaken Batista quite a bit. And of course, having William Regal, who very quickly cleaned up and put a suit on, by the way. That's a very impressive speed. Should have really gone with Drew McIntyre. I mean, he literally went to the back almost immediately in that last match anyway. Well, this has already been thrown out the window as a fair opportunity for Batista once again, as the referee taken out by an attack clearly intended for Sheamus by mistake by Batista. Some could say this one was actually Batista's fault for getting a little ahead of himself.
Whoa, a big spill to the outside.
This sucks. This is not what anybody came here to see. Did he just get pushed over by Mark Henry? What the hell was that? Oh my god. Oh. I don't know if it's just because I've been playing this for almost 2 hours or what, but boy, this thing has been entertaining me today. See, this is just ridiculous. Batista was never given a fair opportunity from the moment the bell was rung. There you go, very quickly able to connect with a Thez press on Sheamus. That's good. That's what we need to see more of. Justice for Batista would be great. Excuse me. Full of the burps. Batista shifting his attention towards William Regal, perhaps trying to get him removed from ringside, or trying to get him to at least back down.
This guy doesn't need a therapist. What he needs is an exorcist. Wow.
Sheamus is enjoying this. You can see it. I mean, why wouldn't he be? He's been kind of handed this title defense thanks to that cheap shot on the referee. I feel like Sheamus knew exactly what he was doing when he got out of the way of that.
And those repeated blows to the skull have definitely taken their toll.
He knew. He probably provoked Batista into doing it. We don't know what they were saying in the ring. Oh man, that's gotta hurt. And there goes. What the fuck is happening? I need a gif of that. I don't care if you don't know how to make one. Look it up, study. I need someone to send a gif of that to me.
What incredible impact.
Bye. Oh my god, what have I done to this game today? I don't understand. It's not normally like this. Oh boy. Oh, it's golden, man. It's just, it's got me in tears. And there goes Batista. Trying to create some kind of separation after being busted open. And into the ring he comes. Oh my god, that was so close. That would have been it right there and then. I'm certain of it. Oh no. This has got to be it. I hate to say it, but Batista is... Oh, he's been screwed out of this match. High cross. It wasn't even a match. Sheamus saw the very instance that referee was knocked out an opportunity to grab... Regal's over there somewhere. The opportunity to grab a steel chair and lay into Batista. And he got an easy title defense. Sheamus still the World Heavyweight Champion. So it makes you sick to see. What the? Oh, come on! Give it a rest, Sheamus. What the hell? Oh my god! No! What is happening? I don't understand. The Undertaker is back, but why would he hit Batista? The Undertaker has officially moved to Raw as well? Well, perhaps he's laying down a challenge to Batista. I'm speechless. I don't know what to say. Oh my god, this is nuts. Well, regardless of what just went down, that's not a champion. What an eventful show. I'll see you guys on Raw. Wow. I'm actually, like, I'm impressed and I'm shocked. Wow.